Okay guys, let's talk about code sections here, but before doing that, if you don't like a font size and you're using Notepad++, just press Ctrl++, or Ctrl- to set appropriate font size you like. And actually it is a common combination in pretty much all editors and working environments. Just thing to note. Now let's develop those motorical skills. We're gonna do stuff manually. Here's the thing. While you're practicing and testing stuff, or you're just lazy like me, you can drop this line. Okay, but if you're doing stuff for real clients, like in production, then definitely have it. And you can do that in two ways, like you can type it manually, or you can create some kind of boilerplate or a template with a basic HTML skeleton. So that's the story about this line. So every time when you're creating a page, you're gonna start with HTML tag. And the official terminology for that one is tag. Okay, it's not element, it's not attribute, it's tag. So over time we're gonna learn about terminology. So yeah, that thing that is blue and with the left and the right arrow at size is tag. Okay, so when you open it, you also need to close it, like down there, because these things are like general borders around everything else that is important for search engines or actually user. The difference is between opening and closing one, you're gonna use slash at the end of, at the start of closing tag. So that's the story, okay? General borders, just remember that. Now in page, you're gonna have two sections, major one, head section, and you need to open it and also close it with a slash. And that thing is important for crawlers like Googlebot, Yahoo, and Bing bots, and different kind of spiders on internet. Now, another section that is important for actually user is body section. In the body section, well, pretty much you're gonna put images and articles and headings and tables and stuff like that. Either manually or when you learn how to grab it from database, let's say with PHP. So here's the thing to note. In most websites, body and HTML, sorry, they will be concatenated like vertically at the end, like one after another. But if you have it like this, it's also nice, but it's kind of nice to have this like a separation. Okay, so the thing about HTML is you're pretty much not forced how you're going to create your code. Your code can be like this or something like that, but as you see, as your code progresses, the thing can be like really ugly at the end of the day. So just use a simple indentation with the tabs, and indentation basically means when you go to next line of code, just press tab, and that's pretty much it. Some people like to use 2 characters, spaces, and some even 4. And there are a lot of flame wars about that on internet, but I don't care. I just wanna get stuff done, and I do use tabs, so that's pretty much it. Tabs or tabs, whatever the term is in English. So yep. So question, what goes in a head section? Everything what is important for crawlers. The first thing will be title. And the thing about title is it will be important for bots, but is also important for end user, because see, right now when I refresh this thing here in a tab, I just have actually a name of that file on an imaginary web server. But when you type something here, that thing will be instantly visible in a tab. And all serious websites, great percent of them, if they are on internet, they do have specific title for every page. Okay, don't have same title for all pages on a site, because title need to correspond to actually content. Okay, now another thing why that thing is important is when you're sharing a link on a social network. But the most important stuff is to realize that if end user decides to save that page on their own machines, and when they press Ctrl+S, file name will be here. So everything what is from title section, it will be here on end user systems plus HTML extension. If you're using that extension, also it can be HTML. Okay, so that's the thing to note. So much about title. Now next thing, and you can have many of these, just a second, is meta tag. Now meta tags are characterized by that you don't need to close it or open it. They're like specific, like on their own. But the difference between closing tag and meta tag is you're gonna have slash here at the end of that line, I mean directly to right arrow. So that's the difference. Here you're gonna have it like at the start, and here when you see meta at the left side, that thing will be closed to right arrow. Now in here you're gonna use attributes, and attributes are just something that goes in the details about that specific thing, because you can have attributes and those things are in red, like char set equals let's say UTF-8. Don't worry, we're gonna explain that thing. So those things are in red in a head section, but also in a body section, because every tag can have additional attribute. Okay, so that's the difference. These things in blue are tags, and that thing in red are attributes. In this case, character set. So you can have many of these, and you're gonna learn about them like over time. Don't try to like grab them from internet, memorize them. It's stupid. You're wasting time. You're gonna learn them in any case. Right. So yeah, let's talk more about this UTF-8, what that means. We're talking about character encoding here. And when you're using English, Latin, pretty much your web page will be visible in most countries, I mean letters. But if you are targeting Russian or Chinese or Arabian market, then their letters are different, and sometimes they will be covered with this standard, but sometimes you need to do research, like what character set you need to put here. So you are wondering, well, where is the list? Well, if you go to character encoding page on Wikipedia, I think that's correct term, sorry, you're gonna scroll down to just a second, common character encodings. So for example, if you're targeting Russia, you probably wanna learn about Cyrillic alphabet, like I saw that one that you're going to grab and put it here, or let's say Cyrillic European countries, Windows 1250, you're gonna put it here. And if you're targeting Greeks, 1253, Arabic countries, 1256, so you're gonna basically grab that and put it here. What exactly? Well, exactly this, so with this like a middle line, because if you click on it, they will always talk about Windows and these numbers like concatenated with middle line. So that's how you're going to copy paste it here. Don't have like a spaces like this or tabs. That will not work. That's ridiculous. You must respect standards. Now honestly, you don't need to memorize these things. It's just waste of time. So if you ever need to target specific letters, you know, weird stuff like Cyrillic one, let me find that on my machine because I know Cyrillic. So these type of letters, okay, so I know how to read that. And if you're targeting like also Balkan, Latin countries, then you will have this type of letters, okay. Where is that thing? Yeah, pretty much that one with a weird like those, whatever the name is, like opposite arrow, something like that. So yeah, bottom line, if you want to see this thing visible at the end user side, if you're targeting those markets, then learn about these appropriate character set. So that's pretty much the story about character sets that you need to know, well, at least at basic level. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it in this tutorial. Nothing special here, nothing fancy. And in the next tutorial we're gonna start rolling with actually something that is usable for your customer or end user, let's say. Right guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching and see you next one.